Hey guys, it's the Diecast Man here bringing you another review. Today it's on this awesome 1/18 scale Maisto Ferrari F50. You can get this car on Amazon, I'll leave a link in the description, and it comes in red, yellow, and black, I believe. So, if you're not too familiar with this example of the F50 by Maisto, I want to let you know of a couple things. First off, you can get an open top and a closed top. I got this car at Costco. And they only had the closed top, so I just went with the closed top. But you can get a closed top and an open top. And let me just say, like, right off the bat, you could, unbrand this thing, take, not tell me it's a Maisto, and just have it be, any other brand or whatever, and I would pay lots and lots of money for this, because you would just think that this car is worth so much more than it's priced at. The price point is just incredible. So I highly, highly recommend you to just go out and buy it like right now. Even if you pay like $50 even for a Maisto, you're not going to be disappointed. It's the single most impressive Maisto I've ever come across. And you're going to see why. So right off the bat, this beautiful red, everything just looks so good. The F50 is so beautiful. So the headlight detail here is actually really good. You can kind of see that red bottom there, and then just the two little lights there, and then some huge air intakes here on the center with no real mesh down there, and then kind of a nice embossed Ferrari logo. Down here, just some more little lights there, got that nice texture to them, same on each side, and you're probably noticing right now, look at that, that is real mesh, ladies and gentlemen, real mesh on a Maisto. It's just surprised me so much, and that's just the beginning. And then the nice prancing horse down there. One thing too I do want to note is that it's kind of cool the way that they mounted the crease here, because normally the crease is like so evident on a model if you have opening parts and you have that crease here, but what they did is they actually painted it black, and it's like a pinstripe that continues all the way through. So kudos to Maisto for doing that, definitely. Little turn signal thing here, Ferrari shields on the side, one windshield wiper. One thing I did find is interesting, there's no calipers on this, as you notice, but the discs just go right along with the wheel, but there is no caliper back there, which I thought was a little bit odd, so, and then back here, it's just more air intake, and this is Pininfarina as well. Moving on to the back, you notice right away this huge wing, and you also notice right away that that is real mesh. It's not the best placement of it. There is, quite a substantial crease right there, as you can kind of see, but it is real mesh, which is awesome, so I'm not going to complain. Ferrari up here, it is a sticker. I could just peel it right off now if I wanted to, but, it is a Maisto, but there's a lot of other things that definitely make up for it. F50 here on the license plate, the prancing horse. Exhaust look pretty good, just a chrome tip, and then the taillights too. I mean, the taillights look really good. You can see how it does have that 3D to it, that 3D dimension, and then where the reverse indication lights would be in the back. Nice, really nice plastic window here over the engine bay, that sort of cascading look that we see in a lot of cars. So that looks really good, and then the little window to the back cabin here. If you do decide to go with the closed top, it is plastic. But you hardly ever notice it. It blends in with the tone really, really well. So this is the coolest part of the whole car. So we go front, doors, and back. It kind of reminds me of a Huayra in a way. Let me just zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of a Huayra in a way. But this is where things start to get like incredible. So under here on the front, it's kind of a little bit of a hard angle. You can see some fans and lots of detail and things in the intakes. Yeah, I mean, everything looks really, really good. And then you kind of notice this little, trying to get the best angle. And then you kind of notice this little thing down here, and you're like, oh, what's this? So you take it out, and you realize that, lo and behold, it is actually Ferrari luggage. I was like, holy cow, because I know that you can get like custom luggage to match your Ferrari. And this is actually a Ferrari handbag. It matches the pattern and the color of the seats in the interior, which you'll see later on. So I just thought that that was just so cool. I've never seen that on a model before, more or less a Maisto. And then it just kind of fits right back into that little peg on there, and then you're good to go. And it kind of snaps thing kind of just clicks in. There's one side of it that clicks, but I think that that's in. Okay. So moving on to the engine detail, once again, another reason that I'm surprised. See all the wires down there and everything, and this whole like carbon fiber bit, and all the wires, everything, the exhaust, I mean everything just looks so incredible. So I'm going to make a reference back to Exotic Diecast when he did his review of his Auto Art MC12, and he said that it had that suspension thing by the engine and he hadn't seen it on any other models. Well, it may be on an Auto Art, but it's also on a Maisto. So this is the crazy thing. I mean, this car is just packed with totally impressive features. It's crazy. So you can see there that the working suspension does do the springs rather, by the engine. So that just looks amazing. And front and rear suspension, of course. Alright, so taking a look at the interior. I don't have any old Ferraris in my collection. This is my very first old Ferrari, so it's kind of nice to, you know, change things up. It's got the old-fashioned, you know, crank there for the door handles or for the windows. That old-style Ferrari steering wheel, the power steering works really nice. And you can see that two-tone red and black on the seats that matches the pattern of that luggage perfectly. So, yeah, that was just awesome. And then they attempted to do some carbon fiber. Oops, some carbon fiber there. It says F50 on the dash. You can see, I think it's 6-speed, but the huge stick there in the center. And there is the Ferrari crest and the headrests on the seats as well. So, I mean, if you're not impressed, I don't know what impressive is as far as models go. Just crazy. Just says at the bottom here, Ferrari F50 scale 118, Ferrari SPA Maisto. So yeah, like this thing could easily be, you know, a mini champs or something, or even a higher end welly like the GT Autos or something. But this car definitely deserves some appreciation, because this thing is just amazing. So once again, as always, I'll leave a link in the description to where you guys can buy it. And I would just recommend, just go out and buy it. You know, treat yourself. You're not going to be disappointed, even if you pay, you know, $50 or $60 for this. It's awesome. Once again, it comes in red, yellow, and black. And yeah, I mean, there's not too much more to say other than go out and buy one, because you will not be disappointed. So yeah, with this review, it's the Diecast Man signing off.